everyone! Guess what? Halloween is going into overtime. Why? Because I just found a brand new awesome game and I don't want to wait until next October to talk about it. So you know what that means. So what game is so important that it calls for me to make a Halloween video game review in December? Savage Halloween, that's what. Doesn't that name just say it all? Take a look at this and tell me that's not cool. Wow, Savage is right. A pumpkin man with a shotgun taking down other monsters? Yeah, I think this game is right up my alley. So as you can surmise, this is a run and gun style game. Think Contra or Metal Slug, where you start out with just a generic gun and the further you get, the more gun types are presented to you. But before I talk about the variety of different guns, let me tell you about the story and what's going on here. So, in this world, monsters live in a different dimension, and every Halloween, they go through a portal to our world and have a big 24-hour party. However, an evil vampire doesn't want the party to stop, so he closes the portal by leaving all the monsters to run rampant on Earth. But 3 monsters just want to return to their afterlives, so they arm themselves and set on a quest to stop all the rioting monsters. The 3 characters that you can play as are James the Pumpkin Man, Lulu the Werewolf, and Dominica the Vampire. Primarily, each one plays the same way, but on the select screen, you can see how each of them stack up to each other. One may have better health, while another might be better at jumping. You get the idea. The weapons that you can find are really quite unique and fit with the Halloween environment. There's a gun that fires a spread shot of bats, another one that fires ghosts, and this can be insanely useful because the ghosts zip back and forth across the screen, giving your enemies many opportunities to run into them. A gun which launches a frog out of it, and if it misses or you fire and don't hit anything, they will slide along the ground with a chance of running into an enemy that has yet to come into frame. This next gun proves that the game designers have a good sense of humor because it fires exploding chickens. What more do I have to say about that? It's an exploding chicken. Who wouldn't want to fire that? And the best part is that you can change between all these firearms whenever you want. As long as you still have the ammo for them, that is. See these numbers on the gun icons? That's how many times you can fire them before they're all used up. But lucky for you, it's actually easy to find more. They're very generous with weapons in this game, and you don't have to look long before one you want pops up. And you're also given the special move that is unique to each character. Think of this as being more powerful than the other weapons and to be used sparingly because they aren't as abundant as the other guns. The level designs are very neat. You would think that since this is a side-scrolling shooter and all, that the levels would just be standard, but actually they change it up every now and then. There's a segment which harkens back to the speed bikes of Battletoads, but let's be real, it's not as frustrating. And for more variety, there are even flying levels, and I love how each character has a different way of getting up into the sky. James rides on the front of a witch's broom, Dominica uses her bat wings, and Lulu rides on a ghost that looks like the Boos from Mario Brothers. That's just a funny image. A werewolf riding on a cartoon ghost. Somebody make some fan art of this. The boss battles are pretty fun, and each one, of course, has a different way of attacking and creative design. I'm not really sure why they gave the witch boss jiggle physics, but apparently there was demand for it. And is it just me, or does this boss kind of look like the outer space ghost from Scooby-Doo? Most of the fights are pretty simple, but sometimes you might find yourself overthinking on how to defeat them. Take the Frankenstein boss, for example. I was focusing on the smaller Frankenstein heads and then attacking the larger one after they had been destroyed, and I was still using the ghost gun. Now, I would assume that your most powerful guns would be effective. After all, you were given more ghost ammo right before the fight starts, so it's like the game is implying that you should use them on the boss. Well, after multiple tries of getting killed, I found that the best weapon is your standard non-special gun. And it seemed that the best tactic was to just forget about the smaller Frankensteins and just focus on the big one. It just goes to show you that sometimes the less flashy weapons are the best for the job. So even though this game is titled Savage Halloween, that doesn't mean you should only play it in October. I actually had more fun playing this than a lot of the other games that came out this year, so I say play it as much as you can. It's got Santa Clauses with Gatling guns, people. I mean, come on, that's just begging you to play it. So go to Steam and download it today. I'm Sunset Shimmer, and thanks for watching.